Are you confused about the multitude of resources available for studying during MBBS? Are you having difficulty finding a balance between building concepts and studying in an MCQ exam point of view? Are you, like so many others, drowning in the sea of coaching app, review books, standard books, test and discussion series, question banks and so on? I definitely was. And I wasted a lot of time going through multiple resources and basically confusing myself more before finding out the best resources to use for each subject. So here in this video, I'm sharing the best resources you can use for each subject. I'm Dr. Soumya. Welcome back to my channel. At the beginning, let me clarify who will get value from this video. If you are an intern, then this video isn't probably for you. You have very less time and you need to read strategically. I'll make a separate video for resources to follow during internship if you want. But if you are in your first year, second year, or even third year, then this video will definitely help you hone your skills and knowledge in a better way. At the beginning, let's get one question out of the way. When you're building a house, you would definitely focus on building the base of the house. Similarly, building concepts is like building the base for your future medical practice. So you need to prioritize building concepts rather than studying in an MCQ exam fashion. That being said, it doesn't mean that you need to read multiple books for each subject or read research articles for each topic. You need to find out one resource or a maximum of 2 resources for each subject, which will help you build your skills as well as learn the facts and information for the PG entrance examination. Now you can try out different resources and see which one works for you, and that will give you the additional insight of finding out your own study style. Like I have mentioned so many times in my past videos, it's very important to find out your own study style. Or you can watch this video and look at the resources that I found useful and see if they work out for you. I'll share the resources for first year subject in this video, and I'll make separate videos for second year and third year subjects later on. So subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. Let's start with physiology. Now, building concepts in physiology is really important because it forms the base for you to study pathology and medicine. And I feel the best resource to build concepts is Dr. Najib's video. It's a great resource, especially if you are a visual learner, but even if you are not a visual learner like me, you should definitely try that out. Now coming to the books, there are 2 textbooks for physiology. There's Guyton and there is Ganong. Now personally, I feel you should start with Guyton first. It's written in a very simplified manner. The only issue with Guyton is that you have to make notes, because when you are reading Guyton, you'll understand everything. But after you finish one unit, you will feel like you don't remember much because it's written in a story-like fashion. But it's definitely a great book to start with. The second book is Ganong. It's a very dense book, and I have only used this to read the neurophysiology part. It's definitely not an easy read, and I think it's a better book for reference than as a textbook. I have also used other books like Boron for certain chapters, but those can't be used as textbooks. They are better reference books. So according to me, Dr. Najib's video and Guyton is a killer combination, and Ganong can be used as reference to read certain units or certain topics. I have also used AK Jain for practical purposes, but please don't use that book as a textbook to build concepts. It can only be used for practical reasons. Now, anatomy is a huge subject. It actually 4 subjects: general anatomy, gross anatomy, embryology and histology combined in one. And the only way to understand, remember and retain anatomy for a very long period of time is via cadavers. So if you are in first year, please don't miss out on dissection hall classes. For gross anatomy, I used BD Chaurasia. It comes in 4 parts. Even though it's an Indian author book, it's a decently well written book, and it's a good resource for your professional examination. For neuroanatomy specifically, I didn't follow BD Chaurasia. I used Snell's Neuroanatomy, which I borrowed from the library, which is definitely the gold standard book. But if you want a easier read, an Indian textbook, then don't follow BD Chaurasia, use Vishram Singh for neuroanatomy. Now the issue with these Indian author books for anatomy specifically is that they don't have good images. So for image you'll have to use a atlas, either Netter's or Gray's. Both are equally good according to me. For conceptual learning, you can use this Gray's Anatomy for students. I haven't used it much and it's not a must read, but you can use it if you want. For general anatomy, if you are following BDC for gross anatomy, you can use this book. It's very small book and it's more than enough for general anatomy. For histology, I used Defoe's Atlas of Histology, but it's not only an atlas, it also has texts in it. So it's a complete package in itself. You can also use I.B. Singh's Histology, which is an Indian author. It's okay-ish book, but you can use it if you want. For embryology, there's only one book that you can follow, that is Langman. This is the gold standard. It's such a great book and it's written so nicely. All the questions in NEET, PG and INICET comes from this book. So definitely use this book. I had also bought I.B. Singh's Embryology. I don't know why, but please don't follow any other book other than Langman for his embryology. Lastly, coming to biochemistry, you should read the gold standard book, that is Harper. This is a very well written book, very conceptual. All questions in biochemistry in INICET and NEET PG comes from this book. For certain topics like vitamins and minerals, immunology, general biochemistry, you can still use some book like Vasudevan. This is what I used for those topics. But for major metabolisms like carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acid as well as genetics, you should read Harper. So please read this book. This much for today's content. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the content or the effort. Now these books can't be used during internship for the first time if you haven't already read them before. Comment down below if you want me to make a video on resources that you can use during internship if you don't already have notes. Thank you for watching till the end of today's content and have a nice day ahead.